Combat is a necessary aspect of all action-centric games, yet very few manage to sustain a static flow of combat in which the player is incentivized to stay instead of running away or hiding temporarily to regain health. However, there are a few systems that allow the player to remain in combat and thrive in it by continuously fighting. Bloodborne's combat system is one such system. The key to Bloodborne's combat sustainability is its regain system. Whenever a hunter or player takes damage, their health bar will display a secondary orange bar. This bar is representative of health that has been lost and can be regained. Any health loss can be regained by attacking an enemy. Health regained to attacks is based off a certain percent of damage dealt. However, if the player takes more damage, then the new amount of damage taken replaces the health that can be regained. Also, any damage lost from status effects like poison cannot be regained. Additionally, if the player cannot regain health fast enough, the orange bar will decrease until the window of regaining health is gone. Almost any damage taken can be healed back if enough damage is dealt to a living enemy. While this system does promote a more aggressive style and allows the player to stay alive in combat for a longer period of time, there's a major issue with it. This comes with high damaging enemies, specifically bosses. Due to the fast-paced nature of the game, most enemies and bosses tend to attack as much as possible. This makes it too risky to stay in combat against bosses if damage has already been sustained. The regain system, under these cases, is not effective enough to keep the player alive, and instead it is far more effective to dash away, heal, and then re-enter the fray. This fault in the system essentially nullifies it in these cases, but the idea behind it is still great. Doom 2016 follows the same conceptual premise of sustainability, yet is far more effective with it. The combat sustainability system in Doom revolves around its glory kill mechanic. This feature allows the player to stay in combat for as long as they can exploit it. The levels and environments of Doom contain a decent supply of health, armor, power-ups, and ammo, yet these are limited and must be sought out when needed. Unlike the stationary items, the Demon Horde will actively seek the Doomslayer or player. This is where the glory kill system shines. By dealing enough damage to an enemy, they will enter a staggered state. During this state, the enemy will become immobile and will begin to glow blue. If the player is in range to perform a glory kill, then the enemy will glow orange. At this point, the player can melee the enemy to perform an insta-killing attack. During this attack, the player is invulnerable to damage, and all glory-killed enemies will drop some health pickups. These elements allow the player to stay in combat and thrive in it continuously. All enemy types are susceptible to glory kills, as long as they are put into a staggered state. If the player is skilled enough to chain glory kills, then they will have no need to pick up health and could sustain themselves through further combat. This, in turn, can allow the player to keep fighting despite being on the brink of death, and even recover far past it. At this point, the only remaining issue is ammo resupply. Doom's solution to this is a chainsaw. Through the use of it, the player can make quick work of an enemy, provided that they have enough fuel, and any enemy killed by it will drop a large supply of ammo. This, and the glory kill system, allows the player to stay in the flow of combat without the need of ever breaking it. These systems of combat sustainability reward skill and encourage the player to keep fighting through it all.